Good evening to our guests of honor, Srimati Rani Satish, Mrs. Sonia Narang, who's going to join us later, Dr. Sita Batija, Ms. Arundhati Nag, Ms. Vani Ganpati, Ms. Bharti Jacob, Ms. Sadika Peerboy, Ms. Husna Rahman, Ms. Nandita Chandavarkar, and Mrs. Arushi Pudar. Good evening to our awardees, fellow members, FLO members, friends from the media, and guests. This probably is the largest gathering of talented women in a single room, the largest group of God's special people, those chosen to shine bright. We welcome everyone to the first FLO Women of the Future Awards. These are the women whom we feel could have the greatest impact on our lives in the coming years. Women who have already demonstrated unique abilities, those abilities that are not taught in a college or a university, but are discovered in the deepest crevasses of the human mind. There is no GPS to their life, nor a career path or a job description. Even in predefined boundaries, they have all redefined reality. That is truly remarkable. We pray to Lord Ganesha, Goddess Lakshmi, and Goddess Durga. But give it a slightly deeper thought, and none of us have really seen any of these powers. But what is crystal clear is what they stand for and represent, the values they uphold. The values are intangible, the images make them real. That is why at FLO, we are awarding the women of the future. These women embody the values we stand for, that we seek to achieve. They make the intangible values of strength, determination, and perseverance real. The awardees in the room were chosen through an intense process of deliberation. We discussed numerous profiles to arrive at those who best demonstrated the paramount role played by women in society while appreciating their attitudes, initiatives, willpower, and perseverance. These are women who have distinguished themselves as prominent citizens who are role models for all of us. For those of you who are less acquainted with the FICCI Ladies Organization, FICCI Ladies Organization is a national body with the prime objective of women empowerment through the promotion of entrepreneurship and managerial excellence. Established in 1983, FLO is a division of the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, which is the apex body of industry and chambers of commerce in India. Over the last 3 decades of FLO's existence, it has grown as an organization and is today one of the most prestigious pan-India business organizations with 15 locations and over 5,000 members spread across India, committed to working towards women empowerment through business women development and various capacity building initiatives besides other programs. We basically work towards empowering women at 3 levels: the grassroots, the middle management or the mid-level entrepreneurs, and the senior professionals or entrepreneurs. The Bangalore chapter has been in existence for over 2 years and carries out a number of initiatives towards empowering women with better skills and insight. Our rapidly growing chapter has now over 160 members. Our members are senior professionals and owner-directors and hail from all major industries, from aerospace to textiles, from biotechnology to finance. One of the prime focus areas for me as a chairperson of FLO Bangalore has been to organize events towards FLO's goals of enhancing women's awareness, knowledge and skills, leading her to become an even stronger woman, which was my mantra for the year. It is not just the economically backward who need a helping hand to grow. Every individual, and moreover, every woman, needs that extra push, that extra training, that extra exposure to take her to the next level of being and achieving. Members of FLO Bangalore, I invite you to some time travel. To you as a person, a year back. Let the images of the year flash through your mind like a movie. The people you met, the new learnings, the interactions, the new avenues that you felt opening. all that you saw, did, feel and thought. Now you see the new you. That is essentially what we do at FLO. We reach out, we mentor, we assist. So that not just the awardees of today, but every woman in this room, and I feel it honestly that every person, every woman present here, because there are a few gentlemen also today in our audience, is a woman of the future. I welcome you all to an evening of brilliance, positivity and hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Rati. We will now begin with the first set of awards. Our first category of awards is for blogger. Ruchira and Ranjini of Tadka Pasta first met in the United States way back in 2006 as neighbors and soon discovered that they had many common interests, of which love for good food and good books stood out substantially. They participated in community potlucks, learned the significance of locally grown produce at farmers' markets, engaged in library book clubs and took baking classes together. Their passion for food finally culminated into a food blog, Tadka Pasta, in 2011. The blog was initially meant to chronicle their experiments in the kitchen, mostly results of the culinary nuances they've picked up from the kitchens across the world on their travels, and the spices, flavors and aromas of the food that they grew up eating. Within a year of starting the blog, they published their first e-book, Mango Masala, 60 Indian recipes from your local supermarket, which did fairly well in the American e-book circuit and paved the way for bigger things. Moving back to India, shortly afterwards, they channeled their energies into the next book, which represents all that the blog stands for, World Cuisines with an Indian Touch. The book, titled Around the World with the Tadka Girls, was published in 2013 and gave them just the impetus that they were seeking in order to take their love for Indian cooking and culture to other realms. They have now gained a sizable audience and have diversified their workshop portfolio to encompass cooking and culture immersion workshops for children in multicultural settings in international schools across Bangalore. An example is the Go Local workshop, which highlights the tastes and traditions of Karnataka. Right from being exposed to traditional kitchen equipment to local ingredients through sensory experiences, the children get a grasp of the essence of Karnataka's rich food culture. They are currently working on other book projects and conceptualizing new workshop modules to broaden their horizon. I request Srimati Rani Satish to give the award to Ms. Ruchira Ramanujan. I request Ms. Rajini Prasanna Hebbar to kindly give the award to Ranjini Rao.
Good evening, I'm Ranjini.
Ruchira.
We run the food blog Tadka Pasta, which has, since its inception, grown to be much more than just a blog. It spans a couple of cookbooks that we've written and corporate and educational workshops that we run across Bangalore. It's been a great honor and a great pleasure to be here this evening. We really enjoyed ourselves and it's been very inspiring to be in the midst of so many talented women, and motivates us to do better in what we do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.